Hey guys, welcome back to Homestead Prepping and Survival. I'm sorry, I'm laughing. One thing, the dog is barking. Two is I messed up on my intro that I say every single time, whether I'm on the camera or not, and I tickled myself. So either way, welcome to my world. But guys, I wanted to give you a little Christmas idea and something that I normally do. I've got 5 grandchildren between my 2 daughters that I buy for every year. And, I tried not last year, tried not to wait till the last minute and bought things early enough to where they were here and stuff like that. And I'm going to tell y'all, you ordering toys off of Amazon or Walmart.com or whatever, you're getting this stuff. Man, I bought my grandson, I can't remember if it was birthday or Christmas, but I bought him a set of little, play plastic cap guns with the holsters and all. And I'm going to tell y'all, them two boys got to playing with them within 15 minutes. One of them didn't work. Plastic crap. And you're paying good money. They're not expensive. I'm not spending $100 on every little toy I buy them. But make your dollars count, especially when inflation the way it is. Let me move this. Apologize. It tends not to flicker as much in certain spots. Anyway, make your dollars count. If you're going to spend your hard-earned money on your loved ones this season, try to get better quality without breaking the bank. Now this year, and my oldest grandson watches these videos, so I'm hoping my grandchildren don't get to watch this video. Taking a chance for you guys. So Noelle, Christina, if the kids got the phone watching Paw, take it away from them. They don't need to see this one. All right, that's all the heads up I can give you. All right. So, I'm not buying them Christmas gifts this year. Plastic junk that's going to break in 15 minutes. So what I decided to do, and I talked with a couple of my kids about it, is make them a toy this year. So, I'm a fat old man. I'm Paw, not Santa Claus, but I'm going to make them a toy this year. And whether or not you use them at their full potential or just by themselves, it's going to be something that I know they enjoy, because every single one of my grandkids, both girls, all 3 boys, every one of them enjoy pew-pews, toys. The oldest 2 actually have their own rifle, supervised with parents, but they actually have a little 22 and so on, and they've shot more than that. But they really enjoy playing because they're 7 and 8 years old, and you cannot buy a decent gift at a decent price that's going to last. And so a lot of times when you do spend more money, you still end up with cheap junk. So there's 2 things I want to talk about in this video. One is what I'm going to get them. So I bought a piece of lumber from Lowe's. You can go Home Depot, wherever. And I bought one of the better boards, not just the off-the-shelf rack stuff, the higher grade lumber. And one of my son-in-laws actually helped me trace out a BB rifle, pump pellet gun, BB gun. And I'm cutting out the stock. And I bought some round spindle stock that I'm going to make barrels with, and I'm going to make them a wooden rifle and put a clothespin on it and make it where it will shoot rubber bands. Now, if they're too small to shoot rubber bands, then you don't have to give them the rubber bands. But the point being, it's not going to break in 5 minutes. This thing, I've got letter punches that you can spell whatever you want, the whole alphabet plus numbers. I'm going to put their name and the year that I made it on the little toy rubber band gun. And long after I'm gone, I hope these things will still be around and they will say, my pawpaw took the time to make those for me. So yes, cutting them out with the jigsaw, which I did complete yesterday. And then on top of that, I'm going to set my router up and I'm going to router the edges nice and I'm going to hand sand these things. You know, I'm going to try to do it to where it is something they'll have fun with but will last and all that. Haven't figured out how I'm going to paint them yet, but I don't want to stain it because I want it to look like a pew pew. So anyway, just an idea. Do what you want. I was going to do pistols as well, but I'm going to be honest. With making 5 of these things, it's going to take a lot of time and a lot of effort. And I've got basically a month and a week before Christmas. So I'm going to have to be spending a lot of time trying to get these things routed and sanded and put together the way I want, you know, and then painted so that they can actually get them for Christmas. And it's something that I spent my time on because that's what's important to me. I think I'm going to end up spending somewhere around $50 total, maybe $60 on the wood that I bought for it. I mean, that one board was $32 plus tax. So by the time you buy the dowels and all that. So it's not a whole lot of money when you break it up for 5 grandkids, but there's going to be a lot of time invested in it, and they're not going to be able to buy this from anywhere else that's made with the love that I'm making it with. So just an idea. We've got 5 weeks before Christmas. Why not dedicate some time to do something for your loved ones, whether it's your kids or your grandkids or great grandkids? Why not do something that's going to be around after we're gone, that you know they're going to enjoy and love, that may be able to be passed down to their kids? So just an idea. Thought I'd throw that out there. So I'm going to pause the video right here. I'm probably going to have to stop it because mine won't let me flip the camera unless I stop it. But I'm going to stop the camera here, and then I'm going to show you something else that's a prepping related item that I buy when I have the opportunity. So I'll be right back, and y'all tell me what you think of this prepping item. Okay, so another channel that I follow or subscribe to on YouTube, I believe, I may be wrong, so I apologize if I am, but I'm pretty sure it was the Max was talking about kids' books and stuff. It could have been one of the other channels, so I apologize, but either way, I love the Max. They don't know I exist, but they are awesome people. They're the real deal when it comes to prepping and all that. They talked about in a video a week or two ago about an Etsy page, a small business, and it might have been Southern Prepper One, I'm not sure, that sells used books and things for kids and so on. Adults too, I'm guessing. But they had, you know, I like doing that. I've bought books in the past. I've got a bunch up here on the bookshelf. Some are mine down here, and that's kids' books. And I've got some others out in the barn. I mean, I got books all over the place. So my thinking is long-term crap hit the fan. The kids are still going to need things to do, and you're still going to need to teach them to read. And you don't start off with the encyclopedia. So you need small kids books and teenage books and adult books in your prep supplies, just for the fact that you're going to have to look things up for knowledge, so knowledge-based books, but you're also going to want to have a way to teach your kids in your group. But look at this, guys. I'm going to count them real quick because I'm not sure how many's here. So 41 books. And these are all paperback books. Well, yeah. They might be a hardback in here. I think they're all paperback. But I've stacked them up, went through them, and I have not read them all and all of that stuff. But guys, 20 bucks with free shipping for 40, what did I just say? 41, 42 books. Even at yard sales and flea markets, it's going to be hard to find books for kids for that price. And you're helping a small business by buying from someone like that. So I'm going to back up, try to get it all zoomed into the picture. That's a lot of books, guys, for 20 bucks with free shipping. Now, they're not all going to be exactly the same. The next one might be 10 books with free shipping for $9 or for $40. I don't know. But the idea is to be able to have things to educate your kids with. We may get back to reading, writing, arithmetic. Excuse me, I'm still recovering, hopefully. But you need things to educate them with. And you could, there's nobody saying you got to have brand new stuff. Times are hard for a lot of people. There's a lot of children that love to read that you could buy books from someone like this off their Etsy store and give them this stuff for a gift, whether it's for Christmas or birthdays or just because you love them. There's nothing wrong with that either. So I'm just throwing a couple ideas out there. Hand making toys that are going to last, buying things that, are really hard to get nowadays without having the woke version in there. So I think it's an awesome thing to do. And I hope y'all will enjoy this idea and run with it. And if I can figure out how, I will try to put a link in the pinned comment or in my description somewhere. I don't know how to do it. I've never done it. But I'll try to put a link in there to where I bought these books. Now, you don't have to buy from them. Buy them from anywhere. Buy any small business. Buy local. Whatever you want to do. But bookstores are harder and harder to find nowadays. And, it's a good thing to do. All right. So I've given you two good ideas that are very, very inexpensive if you break it all down to a per child or per gift basis. I know there's families out there that really like to have tons and tons of gifts to open. And there are some families that only open a few and then there's a bunch left, otherwise. I personally prefer them all wrapped. When I was little, some were, some weren't, if you know what I'm talking about. But I do not have a problem with getting good used books or whatever, or even giving them. Now, with that being said, go through the books and make sure there's no writing in them that's not, what you want someone else to, say or whatever. But 42 books for 20 bucks with shipping, guys, that's well under 50 cents a book. The only way you're going to get prices cheaper than that is at a flea market or yard sale. And I've got some used books on the shelf that I've bought that are more adult books. I can't even read them from over here. But I've been to plenty of flea markets and yard sales over the last few years and picked up books when I see them for myself and for my grandkids who play with them and read them and, help learn from them. So just an option. It doesn't always have to be about that cheap Taiwan, Walmart, China Mart, overseas made junk that's going to last 5 minutes. And I literally mean 5 minutes. Those two little cowboy pistol cap guns that I bought them last year, I promise you, one of them broke within 15 minutes. And they weren't even being hard with them. They were just clicking them. The trigger quit working. We didn't even put caps in it. You're not going to get something made with your hands or with your time and your love that's ever going to compete with that from a store, There's just no comparison. Books. When you teach someone something, that knowledge stays with them forever. When you give them the ability to learn, it stays with them forever. Make the holiday count. Jesus Christ is the reason for the season. Thanksgiving is a few days away. I know this is probably going to come out maybe Thanksgiving. I don't know. Probably Thanksgiving. I'll upload it before and schedule it to come out on my normal Thursday. So for all of you that are watching, I really sincerely hope you have a wonderful Thanksgiving and have time to spend with your family and your loved ones, and that you learn that the little differences that set us all apart from each other is not a reason to stay apart from each other. And I'm talking about your Christian values that are so dear to you that someone else may not hold this one thing as valuable to them as you do. That's not a reason not to be close to that person. We're all different. God made us all different. Our political views. I'm 100% constitutional conservative. I believe we should do away with 98% of the laws that are on the books and stick to the Constitution the way it was originally written and intended. And anybody that doesn't want to do that when they swore an oath to uphold the Constitution of the United States, they need to be either removed from office and or tried for treason, because they're breaking their oath. And every one of us are sinners. I'm not claiming to ever be a perfect man. I sin daily, many times a day, because I am imperfect. That's why I need Jesus Christ, and that's why you need Jesus Christ. I'm going to get in a little bit of a soapbox here. Guys, church was made for sinners. If we were all perfect, we wouldn't need a church. Every one of us fail. Y'all remember the two things that I always tell you. The first one being the most important thing ever. Jesus Christ loves you. And so do I. Y'all be safe. Have a fantastic and happy Thanksgiving. Be prepared. I love y'all.